This station of dread is dedicated to all the bleeding hearts out there, so come and sit in our bathtub of blood and tell us all about it. Remember, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, so why not release that inner pain with razors and a few depressing words? Like our motto says, when it's hard to show emotion, just cut the skin out of the way. Believe me, it feels so good to spew out my negativity and blood. So please, sink down into our bathtub of cold, shivery blood and relax, because even though you are completely and utterly alone, you can still be heard here on Emo Hour. We'll get to our first callers after this short message.
Get 'em while they're sharp! 10 soul-sipping razors for the price of 5! Offer valid while supplies last!
Today's topic is happiness. Now, Bleeding Hearts, I'd like to hear your feelings and views of what this means to you.
Happiness, the deepest longing of my soul, and the one thing I can never have. Pain and darkness are now my only companions, the agony of my soul my only friend. So deep have I fallen into the shadows that even the faintest joy cannot pierce my inky tomb. So dark is my heart that my very tears, once clear and pure, now stain my cheeks with deepest ebony. So dark, too, is my life that the once rich crimson of my life's blood now runs a tremendous. If only I could reach that light, that happiness, yet I am forever caught in sorrow's melanoid tendrils, choking on the fetid decay of my innocence. So deep runs my cancerous pain that not even the sweet touch of a blade can penetrate my melancholic demeanor. My life is nothing but woe, and I know nothing more.
Super! And what about you, caller number 2? Happiness. The word cuts into me, and I feel like my heart's been stabbed 1,000 times over with a dagger coated in poison. I take in a rasped breath of desperation, but it only fuels the ripping knives inside me, ablaze with the truth of my soul's agony. Happiness is what I'll never feel. Happiness is the treat dangled in front of my waiting jaws, only to be snatched away by cruel hands. I like to bite those hands, but what would I do with the treat that has never saturated the taste buds of my heart? It would wither and die as my eternal fate, or am I to suffer eternally? Happiness, a dream in a book that has been long lost in the ruins of the old world. Wow, how depressing! We'll be back again after another commercial from our sponsors.
Emos and Goss, come into the Goss shop. All our black makeup is 10% off. You can come in and get a free pair of razor blades with every purchase. Come on down to the Goss shop. We have what your heart's pain desires.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah! Okay, caller number 3, what's your view of happiness?
There is no happiness. It is a non-existent thing, a meaningless word, an empty void. One could only strive to grasp as one might cling to a ragged belief in the thought of peace. But there are those who claim to have achieved it, but they are just only fooling themselves, placating their dying souls with emptiness and words they use to taunt others, pretending to have achieved a coveted idea, reached the goal, but they are lying to themselves as much as they are lying to the world. They are blind, for happiness is not real.
Wow, how depressing. What woeful listeners we have tonight. Great job. Oh, look at that. It's time for Improv Hour. Okay, listeners, phone in and tell me your heart's pain. Any topic you desire.
Dreams. They say that dreams are a thing of beauty, full of our purest hopes and deepest desires. To fools who do not know the world, dreams may be sweet things, but to me they are the bitterest poison. My dreams are full of nightmare things, black and jagged as the waking world, black and jagged as my soul. I have no purity left in me for hope, no passion to feel desires, only the gaping maw from where my soul used to be. Where once I had blood, now only a black viscous acid flows through my veins. Where once I had love, only the icy remains of my heart can be found. Where once I had dreams, only despair and darkness remain. I see the people on the street, bright and glowing with their false hopes and hopeless dreams, and the part of me not fully dead dies a little more. Their ignorance, their blind faith, is like a poison to me, a poison for which there is only one cure. And so I seclude myself from these creatures of light, returning to the womb-like embrace of my internal anguish, strengthening my armor of pain and despair. I fashion weapons for myself out of the shards of my crushed hopes and shattered dreams, honing them to razor sharpness upon the edges of my sanity. Like some primeval beast, I crouch within my defenses, keeping strangers at bay with my melancholy howl. But none ever dare to approach me, for my anguish is too deep, my armor of self-hatred too strong, my aura of misery too black. I am doomed to live out this pitiful existence as something not wholly human, as something utterly alone.
Wow! And now, here's some more words from our sponsors. Come into Lady Lonely's Bath Essentials. From now until Friday, we're having a big sale. All Suicide Bubble Bath, Razor Blade Soap, and Bleeding Hot Shampoo is reduced by 60%. Someone new in your life having a birthday? Nothing says I hate you like vinegar-flavored toothpaste with shards of glass for getting that nasty plaque off. If you're planning to die in the near future, don't forget to pick up some of our blood coagulant cleaners. Your parents will thank you for it. Welcome back. For those of you who are still conscious in their bathtubs, keep breathing a few minutes longer. We're not done yet. Loneliness, my friend, my enemy. I lay in the darkness of my being, chained, yet nestled within the confines of my shuddering soul. I managed to strain my neck to clear my eyes from the strangling of heavy sadness that encircles me, to catch a glimpse at those on the outside. They glow with warmth and energy as they pass light-heartedly by me without a second thought. I feel revolt, yet longing toward them, of which I cannot help, reaching out unknowingly, yet knowing that none will grasp my icy hand. I recoil deeper into myself, speaking only to loneliness, and loneliness speaking only to me. The outsiders laugh while they talk with each other about their petty lives. Laugh? I feel no need for such an action. Why must they glow so vividly? My hand turns to stone, and I draw it quickly to my chest, sinking deeper into my comfort, my distress, my loneliness. My neck relaxes, and the shroud draws over my eyes once again. I'll be forever protected within myself, forever chained and hidden away from those with the brightness. It burns me on the inside. They laugh once more, that foreign flutter in their throats, and I instinctively turn from them. I take the raw hand of loneliness, and together we descend into the pit of despair where my soul, like a hammock stretched over a chasm of barbs, will cradle me tightly. Loneliness kisses me on the forehead, and I fall into dreamless solitude until brightness wakes me once more. My soul cries for you! Okay, color number 3, your turn.
Darkness is my friend. It is every part of me and who I am. The pain of nothingness of my soul reflected in the black of the night, the dark of my hood, the chasm in my eyes. It is nothing, yet is all of me. Light is my enemy. Light exposes the wounds and gives false hope. I sit alone in the darkness, my misery and pain my only allies.
Thank you, Bleeding Hearts, for spilling your sadness all over the radio waves this evening. Sadly, our time is up, but tune in next week when we'll be talking about love. Happy bleeding!